guys, Zueljin here, and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft Amplified server. I hope you guys are having a terrific day. I've got a little something different for you today, guys. It's going to be a rather short episode. I did get together with Xisuma, and I got together with Etho this week, and I actually got together with Xisuma first, but his project was not completed, so it's only a portion of this video. And Etho and I got the chance to finish it, but Etho's content is chronologically after Xisuma's, and we show off some spoilers inside there, so I didn't want to make it offset, and I scheduled the collab with Etho after this collab with Xisuma. So this video is kind of being seen in the future, although I'm not going to reveal anything. So I do want to show y'all some stuff that I've been working on live stream to kind of give y'all an up-to-date filler. Nothing real major or monumental, although I did work out a little bit of a design in the tower for the Patreon tower. So the third and final tier is finished with, and the only thing that I did not do yet is top it off with a spire. But as you can see, the top is done. So this area that you walk into is going to be like the main entrance from this size. Now I haven't incorporated the staircase or anything into this yet, so when you look down here there's still no way up, so we're going to have to work on this tier. I'm still in the process of gathering some materials. Naturally I used a lot for this portion of the tower, but this tower will this portion of the tower will not have a staircase going up the side, because it's going to be, well, it's going to be relatively hard to do. It's possible that I'll do it, but it'll be very narrow, so I'm not too sure how I'm going to do that yet. I can't really do an elevator either. I'm still going to think about it. So if you guys have some ideas in the comments, let me know. But the tower itself is coming out beautiful. Let me see if I can give you guys a better look. So I'm gonna go down here. I have a little project working that I can actually show you without spoilers, and it'll give you an idea of what the tower looks like from down below. So yep, there's the tower in all of its glory. This sucker is tall, man. So the bottom level is pretty much on the water level, which is Y level 64, and the top is 24 away from build height, which is 256. So yeah, the tower is quite magnificent. It's large and in charge, but I like it like that, and it's going to be able to fit. I know a bunch of you have been waiting for the Patreon banners. Don't you worry, guys, I'm going to get to it when I do any type of single player type episodes on here. I've been doing a lot of collabs lately, but that's just due to scheduling and the new projects. We will get back to the tower itself along with the Patreon banners at the bottom very soon. What I'd like to show you for the remainder of the video is that thing up there, but first let me show you the video that I did with Xisuma, and I'll kind of show you what we were into then.
Alright, I'm here with Zueljin.
What's up, man? Welcome to Hermit Holes.
Hermit Holes, that's the name of it.
Right. XP kind of thought of the name because I was looking for something catchy, and it fit, so
it does fit.
It's a little miniature golf course.
I tell you what, I love it. I was watching your videos and I was like, oh man, I've got to get involved in this.
And a lot of the other hermits feel the same way too, man. So far it's becoming quite fun. Like I put a couple of holes up for examples. Yeah. This one's just a little one with a bend to the right and a little obstacle, and the next one has a little sand trap, and they're both very easy. And then XP started off with a like a bar 6 over here with
R6.
yeah, like the furthest mini golf hole that I ever been through. But it changes up, and there's an item elevator. I don't think we thought this through because there's some cheating allowed here, so
alright,
I don't know,
you could sort of throw it like straight down over the edge, perhaps?
Yeah, exactly. So we might have to do some stuff to reincorporate that. This is Slipgator's hole right here, which is pretty fun. He's got a little water slide that goes all the way to his little symbol over here.
Yeah, I saw this. I wanna give this a try.
Go
with
for it, man.
The golf ball quickly.
Go for it, man.
Does it go over the edge now?
Mm-hmm.
No,
it can.
It stops.
It can.
Oh, it can.
Yeah, look.
It must be extremely. You have to be extremely. I'll stand back.
You have to get very close to the sign. Here, and I go at about a 45-degree angle, and that should go in. Yep.
Go fish.
Go fish.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. This is... Oh, what's this big dome down here? Is this part of the course as well, or something else?
I actually don't know what that is.
Is that the first time you've seen it?
Yes.
That's kind of worrying. I'm going to guess that is because it's using the wooden planks, right? That seems to be
the
common building
for
this building material.
That has to be something around. I guess somebody's already started to play around with another design. I don't know what that is.
I'm going to investigate in a little bit. But yeah, this looks terrific. One thing, by the way, if we head back up here, I just want to point out, well, anywhere. I don't know if you really thought about this, but when you're up here, look at the view. Like, you get to really see like different parts of Hermit Hills and all the amplified terrain.
I haven't
you got
really
Fultz's
noticed
base.
that.
You got Biffa's pathway up to something he's going to do on the top of there. You can see his base as well. That gives people a good idea of where Biffa's base is when you stand up here. You've got the hills on that side, the base over there. But back here as well, you've got a view of your castle and XB's base. Because when I came up here, I was just like, man, this golf course looks cool, but like, look at the location.
Right.
Terrific. I like it.
There is a few things that that worries me though. Like for instance, this where Tango's hole ends over here, and kind of where the course needs to go. There has this huge thing here. I think I'm going to need to terraform this up to a very reasonable level. Because it's too deep.
I am now inspired to use this.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of said it there. Like, well, you gave me an idea basically. I'll tell you. I'll just enderpearled into you. I'll tell you what I'm thinking.
Okay.
You can use item elevators to bring your golf balls upwards, right?
Yes.
In fact, I'll tell you right now what my idea was. I wanted to build one where you had hoppers, and when you threw it into the hopper, it would get put into a dispenser and then shot out. So the dispenser would give you like a random shot back onto the course, and that would kind of be the catch. Like, you could make a shot into the hopper, but when it dispenses out, you're not too sure where the ball's going to end up, right?
Right.
But there'll be an element of luck alongside the skill of taking your shots.
So but with dispensers involved, it'll have to be specific type of items, because don't dispensers act a little bit differently on certain items like snowballs and stuff? It'll have to be a dropper, I'm sure.
That's right.
And that might change the way that the projectiles actually go out. But
yes, it would. Well, I'll use a dropper then, but the idea is pretty much that it would go in a random direction, so there'd be an uncontrollable element of random in the course.
Okay.
But also, because it's going into a hopper, you could then send it into an item dropper. So I was looking at this and I was thinking, what if the course kind of circulated this, and the final shot, you threw it down into the hole? And, I don't know, like, there'd have to be some sort of catch, perhaps. But
right. The only thing is, it would have to lead to a reasonable location where the actual next hole would start.
yeah.
Let me sleep to reset the time right quick.
This is too low for that, right?
Yep. Go look at the finishing of Tango's hole over there while I reset the time here.
Yeah, let's try and make it a little bit of a challenge for me to create a course that works with what you want to do. So if we use Tango's cave idea here, I could put in a little trick shot, you know, some sort of... I'll come up with something like you see Tango's got the water thing going on here.
Right.
My thing, though, is that you're going to take several shots. They're going to go into hoppers and get redispensed again.
Okay.
By the way, the final shot has to go into a hopper, doesn't it? Is that how it works?
That's typically how I have it lined up. It could be anything, I suppose, but the hoppers, I guess they would just trap the items. The idea behind that was to have some sort of inventory that you can look into if there were multiple players on one hole with different types of balls. So if something happened to the actual item and it, I don't know, it despawned due to time, or it disappeared because of Minecraft, you could just see, oh, the ball went into the hopper, that means it's a score.
The two things I can think of there is that the balls would need to be renamed if they're going to be the same item,
right?
On my bit, and also, yeah, I'm thinking what I'll do is perhaps put carpet over the top of the hopper that's a different colour, so you know to hit it, but you know that it's not the final hole.
Okay.
So you could put it in the first hopper, then you could come up here, and on top of this hill, maybe I'll make a trick shot thing again, where it sort of goes along and perhaps down into that hole and back up again, so we could make a view out of the hole or something. So maybe there's some sort of like ice path that leads down here a little bit. I could have it elevated, and then the player would walk across here, the ball would go down into the middle and then come back up on the other side. So, oh, zombie, why did I walk into you? So that would bring it across here, use the hole as well, and then it would end up on this side over here, and then around here I could end the course. So perhaps, like with one last thing, what if this was the end of my course right here? Would that be good for Etho to then use this area?
That would be a heck of a lot of area is the only thing. If you started off by where Tango's at, because there's a, well, we want, naturally, we want to save as much space as possible so that we can fit in more courses as possible without taking up too much area because the land is not so flat. So if you can leave it to where it's open-ended, like if your course ended right here, for instance, then the next course would have to begin somewhere around here and would have to go into this area, and then the next one would have to loop back around, and as you can see, the land kind of drops off right here. So I'm not too sure.
Well, tell me where to end it. I mean, I'm really keen on using that big hole that you've got there, but I guess I don't have to. I kind of feel like whatever I do with it as well, it won't really be about skill, it'll just be about using the terrain. So like you take a shot and it falls down the middle somewhere, and that's kind of it. Right. Maybe I'll do something different then. So where would be ideal for my course to end, like disregarding everything I've just said, because I can come up with other ideas.
I would think around the hole would probably be, I guess, good, but then coming back out would be pretty difficult. Actually, where you said wouldn't be too bad, I don't think, because I could do some area in between here, and it's kind of stretching back towards the beginning. I would think that instead of hooking to the right like that, if it could be possible that you could work your obstacle along more toward here instead of where the nether brick was, I mean the netherrack was before. Like if it can end somewhere around here, it would probably be pretty good. That way Etho could start up probably around here and do something interesting.
Alright, yeah, I'll try and end it on the top here then, so you do what you want with it. But yeah, that's my idea then. That's what I'm going to try and work with, and try and use this hole as well. Although, like I said, I feel like it's just going to end up being like no skill. It's just sort of like chuck it down there for looks kind of thing. But
right, and that's okay too. Maybe you can make it bounce or something like that. You know, I don't know. There's plenty of things. And like
ideas. I've got ideas. There's a zombie there. Watch out. This area needs lighting up, that's another
bad. Yep, bad. I was working on it. Like, I'm starting to do... See how where all this dark green is? There's lights underneath here and stuff, so I don't have to use torches, and it looks, you know, like it's all astroturfed, kind of like a mini golf course would. So, yeah. I'm hoping to do that. I'm adding a little bit of ambient light in the trees and everything.
Man, these guys just pile in from out of nowhere, didn't they?
Yeah.
So what's this orange thing down here? Is this your...
I'm starting a pavilion right there. I really don't know what I'm gonna turn it into yet. It was supposed to be like a little pavilion that would extend into a clubhouse, which would be located here. Yeah. So I was kind of working with that on stream, but I'm not too sure yet.
Alright then, man. Thank you very much for showing me around. This looks like a lot of fun. I think I'm gonna play a game or two to get the feel for it, and then I'll start work on the course.
Alright, buddy, sounds good. Alright, you guys, at Hermit Holes, and it's nighttime, so I put it on Moody, just to kind of show you guys what I've been doing here. I've been taking the liberty of putting light underneath all of this carpet. Everywhere that I can, like, when I see there's a dark spot, I'll go ahead and puncture this, and put one of these down, and then cover it up, and it kind of brightens it up. So it's okay to have a little bit of dark spots here and there. My main concern is just to reduce spawns. I know I won't be able to permanently eliminate them. Well, I might be able to, but it's going to be really hard to do that without half slabs, and I really like the look of the green carpet. So yeah, I've been doing all of these little areas that have some embankment showing, kind of like you see here. I've been taking them and replacing them with wood, and once I replace them with wood, I come back over with the dark green carpet, and it kind of shows that manufactured look, which I really like. So I'm gonna continue this process. Let me sleep just so I don't get creepered or anything as I complete this process, just to show you what goes on. Oh, I was trying to change my brightness back to bright. I'll put it on bright so you guys can see. Options, video settings, brightness. Okay, now we're good. Alright, so anyway, I can't go that much further that way because that's where Etho's hole is. but that's going to be the end of where X's hole is, and I hear a spider somewhere. And that's kind of where he started. He started at the end of Tango's, and I'm not going to show it off. I'm going to let him do that in his video since I've only got a portion of footage with him, and this is kind of the construction layout. But he's got some cool mechanics working on there, and I tried it out, and it's pretty good. You'll be able to see it in my next video, and of course X's video that releases on this very day. So please go check out his channel and check out his hole, and then sooner or later we're going to have quite a few up to where we can actually get like a little tournament up, like Xisuma was saying. Other than this, I've actually been... Oh, there you are. I see you. Don't you think I was just going to let you just bomb me? Luckily, I haven't had that happen to me yet. But over here, this is kind of the area that I was working on last stream. And I wanted to make some sort of pavilion. Now, the weird thing about this texture and this color, I really like it. It does what I want it to do, but I don't know if it really complements the sandstone. And I was trying to incorporate both of these colors in here, but I'm thinking that wood and green ought to make this a little bit better. So I have some green wool here. Now just bear with me. I'm just going to give you guys a concept to sit on. So if I were to take these pillars right here and do something like... Oh, I don't know. Let me just break this one down and show you what I mean. I can easily turn this into like the dark green pillar, like this. Let's see, how was that? I did have an edge on it, right? Yeah, I sure did. So it must have been like this, and it's going to... Oh, I have shears on me. Good. I can use that to kind of speed this up. And this won't be wool. It'll be dark green clay or something like that. But I can do that. Or, because that looks kind of weird as well, but I can also use this as walls, so I might actually take that instead. Or let me see, let me go ahead and break this one down, and I can use traditional logs for it. So I do have, well, I don't have any logs on me. Let me get some right quick and I'll show you what I mean. Let's see, we're really gonna need a tree form soon. Well, I need to go and use the tree form soon. I know Impulse has a nice tree form that I need to use. That'll probably be faster than anything that I could put together right now. But we can put down the logs here, and this can just be like a 2x2 pillar here. And now this can fit just like so. And we could have a pillar kind of like that. So if we did a pillar kind of like that, it's going to take away, and again, this was supposed to be a pavilion, like a picnic area. So unfortunately, I think the orange is just throwing me off here. I might need to change this out to sandstone, but I've just been thinking of some designs. So if any of you guys have an idea for a nice pavilion that would be good for a country club, because I'm going to put some sort of a country club and store here in this area, probably kind of fixed into the mountain here. I'd like these two to connect like a little path, almost like a little picnic area here, and then I would go into there to get the supplies. But this is going to be the pavilion area, and I'm just kind of trying to think of designs. So if you guys have any ideas, tweet me. My Twitter link is in the video description. You guys can tweet me any screenshots of what you've been thinking. The area is roughly what I have currently is like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's like a 13 by 13, or a little bit off from there. It could be a little bit smaller, and it doesn't necessarily need columns, but this is going to be some sort of a pavilion or some sort of like gazebo deal that is just going to serve as a little grand entrance. I'm going to have a stairway coming up here. I'm going to clear out a little bit of this dirt hill here, and then the entrance to the rest of the build is going to be right here. So it's main to just do it. I'm going to define the path colors here, and I'm also going to work with probably the colors of the course itself. I know I'm keeping the oak and stuff, but like the granite, for instance, at the very I know this is probably aggravating the heck out of you guys. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't show any spoilers here, but I'm going to change out the granite. There's a couple of options that have come to mind, and even though we have all this red sandstone that I would just went for, I'm really not in love with it. So send me your ideas, you guys. I would love to see them, and that's gonna be about it for this video. I'm sorry it was so short, but that's just kind of the way it goes with scheduling. So thank you guys for watching. I hope y'all really enjoyed it, and as always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time. Bye.